close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I just want to dive in and talk about life after being in a marriage for 22 years. So I just want to know how many of you out there have been in a marriage for longer than, I want to say, 10 years. Because 10 years is a long time. Been in a marriage longer than 10 years and afraid to start over, knowing you have to start over because you want a better life for you. So I just want to know how you began to have that that confidence and the motivation. That's the word I'm trying to say. Confidence and the motivation to start over. Because even though the situation that I'm in, I have been going back and forth about, praying about if I should stay with him, really trying to listen to what God has to say, and just trying to be still and listen to what God want me to do. And so this was a few days ago. I joined this prayer line. So a few days ago, I was just sitting, and it was like a still voice. And I always hear this voice. And it said, I told you to leave him. I didn't tell you to divorce him. So now I'm waiting for God to come to me and let me know, like, what does that mean? Even though I don't have any plans on going back, like, you guys, you just don't know, like, I have so much peace being without him. Even though it's, some things that, I do miss, like our conversations and things like that. And just, I guess, having that company. So I do miss those things. But anything else, I truly do not miss. Not saying that he was a bad person. The things that he did, yes, and God forgives all of us if we repent, which he has, but that's for his salvation, not mine. So I just have that question, like, how long did it take for you to get over that person, and how long did it take for you to get the confidence and the motivation to actually file for divorce? And where are you at right now in your journey? Because I just want to know from a standpoint of women or even men, getting out of a marriage or even, a long relationship, because some people, they've been together for so long and never got married, but it's still common law marriage. You've been together for so long. So I just want to know, how did you get through it? Because every time I get to the point where I want to file for divorce, it's always things that pop up like I should wait for this or I should wait for that. And like through my job, we have legal services. So we only have to pay the filing fee and they pay everything else, which is literally nothing. So like it's not like a money thing that, you know, I have to come up with the money to do that. But it's just a thing of, is it the right thing to do? If I should be doing it. But like I said, I have so much peace. I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel stressed about anything. I just really miss the company and I guess just being with him. But I know I have to get through this part, and that's what I'm working on, and I'm in therapy and everything, and I talk about it and we're working through it. I was even at one point thinking about doing marriage counseling because we never done marriage counseling, but and I even scheduled an appointment, but I told my therapist I'm not ready for that yet because I want to get me together and I want to make sure that this is the right thing that I want to do to completely like dissolve this marriage. So yeah, let me know what you've done and how, even leaving, how you've gotten through it and the steps, because it's just like grieving someone, right? Like I lost my mom, I lost my grandmother, and that grief was really hard. And thinking about completely like getting a divorce and just washing my hands with everything, I start to feel this ache, like a grief, like I'm grieving, and I just don't want to feel that. And I know that if I decide that I am going to completely leave, I know that that's a process that I have to get through. And I know I'm strong. Like I've been through so much. I know that I can handle it. It's just getting through that part. And also, you know, I worry about his well-being. Like I worry about how he's gonna make it. You know, I just worry about that. I think it's because of the person that I am, but I do worry about that. So and you know, I've heard from a lot of people, it's not your responsibility to worry about him, which I definitely understand, and I know that God will have him covered and God will provide for him. But I guess I have to really focus on me and know what God has planned for me, because I know it's so many opportunities that God want to do in my life, but I have to know what I want to do in this situation in order for him to continue to bless me. Because before so I'm going to take you guys to when so we were together, then he started doing all that stuff, and he ended up infecting some women with HIV, and he ended up going to prison. And so I stood by him. Even he did the things that he did because I knew that he needed somebody to be there. And I felt really bad for the women that he infected. But I'm like, who's going to be there for him too? So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the hold is that that has me connected to him. But when we was not together, like, it was so many good things happening in my life. And we ended up moving into a really nice townhome. I mean, everything. And so when he came back, when he got out of prison and he came back, it's like I lost it all. So we were together all that time, and now that I'm at this position where I'm at now, I'm not going to allow him to take any of that away from me. I am not rushing to get into a relationship with him because, to be honest, where my heart is right now, it's not with him. I want to focus on me. It's just, like I said, it's just the fact of me completely getting over him and breaking this stronghold that's attached. Like, I have to let it go. So just let me know what you've done to get over your relationship and to break that hold that felt like it felt like it had you in bondage, because that's how it feels with me. Like, every time I told you guys, every time I think about it, it's like, so what's going to happen with him? And even our dog. Like, I think about our dog Bella, and like, he can't afford to take care of her. He buy her food and make sure she has water, but she has not been to the vet or anything like that. So I do worry about her well-being, but I know, that's his dog. As he always say, that's his dog. And he's in a hotel as well, but he's at a different hotel than we are. And so I know that God is opening doors for me. I know that we'll be getting our own place soon. And like I said, when we get our place, I'm definitely going to do a video of our place. I'm just so grateful for him opening doors. Like, you guys just don't know. But please put in the comments, because I would love to hear the feedback, and it would definitely help me in this journey. And I know God is definitely gonna bless me with the right man that he want me to have in my life, because, to be honest, we was not even supposed to get married. Like, we got married at the City County building in Detroit, and my grandmother, who has passed on, my dad's mom, she told me, even one of my siblings who is married, she was like, y'all shouldn't be shacking up. My grandmother, she didn't believe in that. So we decided, to get married. The day that we got married, we argued. We had the biggest argument. Even when we were going to the courthouse, it was like, I really don't believe that we should have even gotten married, but it happened. And I've been faithful the whole 22 years that we've been married. And but like I said, once this marriage is definitely gone, I know God is going to bless me with the right man. I don't think God can bless me with a man and me still being married. I don't think that's how it works. I don't know. But I want to get me together first before I even decide to even want to get into another relationship. And I know God is so faithful, and I just pray for a God-fearing man. I pray that God bless me with a man who truly loves me unconditionally. Listen, when I tell you I am detailed with my prayer on the husband that I want God to bless me with, because I ignored every red flag in this relationship. Every single red flag I ignored, because I had a man who gave me attention, who supposedly loved me, who cared about my daughter, because I had a daughter before I got with him, and he had a daughter before, and he had a daughter. So they are 1 year. Are they 1 year apart? Yeah, they're 1 year apart. So, yeah. So, and it just like we clicked, and plus we went to high school together. So it was like we had things in common, but it was still some red flags that I ignored, which I shouldn't have, ignored. But, we're here 22 years later, and just even talking about it now, I know what I want to do. I know that I want to get this divorce. But like I said, I have to break this stronghold, which is so strong. And it's like, I don't know, I call him just about every single day to see how he's doing. And I know I have to stop doing that. So I'm giving myself some homework. I'm starting tomorrow. I would not be calling him. I am going, when I do file for my divorce, I have to look at the list. I'm going to call them. I have to get the list off of my email at work. So I'm going to get a list. I'm going to look at the reviews of the attorneys, and I'm going to look for an attorney and start this process, because I just want to be done with it. I just want to live my life, even though just talking about it, I know that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. But even talking about it is just like this fear of like, man, that's the only man I've known for 22 years. And even though our marriage has not been good at all, and I'm not going to say we've had completely horrible days. We've had some good days, but a lot of it was bad. And I'm going to tell you guys this too. I had talked to him the other day. And so we were talking, and he was saying how, God is working in his life, and how he didn't want to hurt me anymore, and how he wants to have a good marriage. And then he said, I know when I was hurting you, I was trying to break you mentally. And when I was driving to work today, and it takes a minute for me to process things, because I try not to react off of certain things so quickly. So I want to sit on, when somebody says something, I want to sit on it and really manifest on what they're saying. So when I went to work today, let me go back. So when he said that, I said, okay, well, I'm glad that God is working in your life, and I'm really happy about that. So, we ended our conversation. So this morning when I got to work, I'm driving to work, and it really, the thought came up in my head on what he said. And tears just started rolling down my face, because I was listening to my worship music like I do every day going to work. And I said, I can't believe that he was trying to break me mentally. And when I tell you guys, I have been in so many psych wards, being in this marriage for so many years. And I thank God that he delivered me from trying to commit suicide, from doing all these things. And I thank God that he has had his hands upon me and that I didn't break, like completely break, and it actually worked. And, you know, I took my own life. But then I started thinking, how can a man want to break his own wife mentally? And, you know, I just couldn't believe he said that. But like I said, you know, I was crying and just thinking about that. Like, who would even want to do that to their significant other? I wouldn't think about doing that. Like, not at all. And so, yeah, I started thinking about that. And like I said, I just thank God that he didn't break me. And I thank God that I took my power back and that I'm able to walk in victory, knowing that I am where I'm at right now, in my right mind, have not thought about suicide, have not even really felt depressed, even though I'm in the state that I'm in right now. Like, I've had some days where I was really weary and down because of the situation we're in, but I immediately like bounce right back because I know that God has me. I know that God has my daughter, and I know that we're going to be good. And for him to bless us with our own place, and it may not be where we want to be, but I know that we're going to get to where we want to be. So I just wanted to come on and you know, ask about that. Ask about how you were able to get through the after effect of leaving that person, divorcing that person. And I can't wait to hear your comments. Until next time, have a blessed day.